Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. As you know, we're nearing into Christmas so far and so quick. Obviously, apparently, I'm trying to keep up with my Days of Busy's vlogmas that I'm bringing out to you as promised, regardless if it's Christmas related versus, mental health awareness or what have you related that I would love to share with you all based on my passion and drive for you guys. So it has been brought to my attention, even though, like I said, yes, we're nearing Christmas, I'm trying to tidy up my loose ends on my vlogmas versus everything else. Well, hopefully before I be away, maybe as of the first week of January or even second week. But as I said, as always, don't forever fret. I'll be back hopefully fresh and ready to pump out some other videos for you guys' enjoyment. But in the meantime, while I will be away, hopefully there'll be some of value and use to you once it's scheduled into the times that I've scheduled it in for my planning right now. So as you're aware, basically I have been doing the listeners of the Christmas stuff, be it Christmas movies and songs. This one's another one which I'm hoping to address to you all, which obviously be labelled up above you of the title is the Christmas book reads of 2017 or something along these lines that I recommend. If you're liking some of these videos, smash the like or comment below so I know, because like I said, feedback is important to me as well as any other content creators, so that we can actually better ourselves if we need rooms for improvement, because I know for a fact I'm one of them that will definitely need rooms for improvement on some things that I'm trying to take into consideration. So let's begin this before we run out of time. So the first book I'm going to review I'm going to tell you about is Chasing Christmas Eve. Okay, this one is by Jill Chavez. Obviously it's a romance novel. Obviously you lose yourself while you're falling in love, but obviously meet cute. Run for the hills temporarily, that's Colby Albright's plan when she flees to New York for San Francisco, wrangling her crazy family by day and writing a best-selling YA fantasy series by night has taken its toll. In a short Colby so over it's that she's under it. She's also under the waters of a historic San Francisco fountain. Within an hour of arrival, fortunately, the guy who fishes Colby out has her looking forward to Christmas among strangers, but she's pretty sure Spencer Boulder won't be a stranger for long. Make merry. Spencer's commitment to hiding from the ghosts of relationships past means he doesn't have to worry about the powerful yet crazy hot chemistry he's got with Colby. Well, Colby, I should pronounce it as. Just because she can laugh at anything, especially herself. Just because she's gorgeous and a great listener, just because she gets Spence immediately doesn't mean he won't be able to let Colby go, does it? And hope for America. Now the clock's ticking for Colby and Spence. 2 weeks to cut loose, 2 weeks to fall hard, 2 weeks to figure out how to make this Christmas last for a lifetime. This is almost to how I look at it for this book, is a remake of How to Fall in Love or Lose Love in 10 Days. So it's almost a similar aspect of that. Now the next one is by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Weber. Heather Webb, I should say. God, I need my glasses on, don't I? I'm a little naughty Aspie, but anyway. This one is like a Last Night Christmas in Paris, which is a novel of World War I. This was a best-selling author of Hazel Gaynor has joined forces with Heather Webb to create this unforgettably romantic novel of the Great War. August 1914, it's set out as the year England is at war, as Eve Elliot watches her brother Will and his best friend Thomas Harding depart for the front. She believes, as everyone else does, that it will be over by Christmas, when the trio plans to celebrate the holiday among the romantic cafes of Paris. But as history tells us, it all happened so differently. Evie and Thomas experience a very different war. Frustrated by life as a privileged young lady, Evie longs to play a greater part in the conflict. But how? And as Thomas struggles with the unimaginable realities of war, he also faces personal battles back home, where war office regulations on press reporting cause trouble at his father's newspaper's business. Through their letters, Evie and Thomas share their great hopes and fears and grow ever fonder from afar. Can love then flourish and honour the honour of the First World War, or will fate intervene? Christmas 1968, with falling health, Thomas returns to Paris, a cherished packet of letters in hand, determined to lay to rest the ghost of his past. But one final letter is waiting for him, and what could that be? Gotta have to read to find out for the suspense. Book number 3, even though as I'm trying to remind you, I'm doing it as a top 5 for you, is Mr. Dickens and His Carol, a novel. Obviously, this wasn't an uptake of obviously some of the movies of the Charles Dickens stories. This was by Simon de Silva. This one's also basically insane. This is actually a Christmas movie based on, I think, something about Mr. Dickens. I can't remember. I saw it on a review somewhere. But yeah, this is how it is. Right. A charming comic and ultimately poignant story of the creation of the most famous Christmas tale ever written. It's as foggy and haunted and redemptive as the original. It's all heart, and I read it in a couple of ebullient Christmassy gulps. This is by Anthony Doerr and #1 New York Times bestselling author of the All Light We Cannot See. But what it's about is obviously Charles Dickens isn't obviously in the feeling of the Christmas spirit of season to be festive. His newest book is an utter flop. The critics have turned against him. Relatives near and far hound him for money, obviously, while his wife plans a lavish holiday party for their ever-expanding family and their circle of friends. Dickens has visions of the poorhouse, but when his publishers tried to blackmail him into writing a Christmas book to save them all from the financial ruin, he refuses. And a serious bout of writer's block sets in. Frazzled and filled with self-doubt, Dickens seeks out solace in his great palace of thinking, the city of London itself. On one of his long night walks in a once beloved square, he meets this mysterious Eleanor Lovejoy, who might be just the muse he needs. As Dickens' deadlines close in, Eleanor propels him on a Scrooge-like journey that tests everything he believes about generosity, friendship, ambition, and love. The story he writes will then change Christmas forever. Book number 4. Is Wyoming Winter, Wyoming Men. This is by Diana Palmer. Cultivating his vast Wyoming ranch is all security expert J.C. Calhoun wants. His land is the only thing the British rancher can trust in after discovering his fiancée was pregnant to another man. But all JC holds dear becomes compromised when a lost little girl leads him to Collie Jackson, the woman who destroyed his life. Collie stops at nothing to protect the people she loves. Years ago, she left JC for his own good. Now for the sake of their daughter, or her daughter, she must depend on a deep-hearted man who won't forgive her. As a band of ruthless criminals tracks their every move through the frozen Wyoming winter, Cole and JC will be forced to confront the lies that separated them and the startling truth that will bind them forever. Right, last but not least is We'll Always Have Christmas, a gorgeously uplifting Christmas moment. As you can see by now, basically, I'm sometimes a Christmas romance, Christmas comedy kind of girl. So basically, this one's by Jenny Hale. And to just give you an overview of it, an interesting story about the magic of Christmas, the importance of family, and the joy of falling in love during the most romantic season of the year. Christmas has always been a special time for Noel Parker. Winter evenings spent with the family and friends, drinking hot chocolate and eating cookies at her family's cozy bakery, have shaped her love for all the things that's festive. But this year, everything is changing. This beloved bakery is facing closure, and Noel needs a miracle to save Christmas. Determined to raise funds for the family business, Noel sets about revamping the bakery while juggling a surprise new job, caring for the elderly and cantankerous William Harrington in his luxurious, sprawling mansion. As Noel melts the frostiness of the house with cake baking, snowball fights, and glittering decorations, she helps William to reconnect with a romance that has been decades and unexpectedly finds herself falling for his grandson, the gorgeous but mysterious Alexander Harrington. In the countdown to Christmas, can Noelle save the bakery, reunite a family, and create some magical memories of her own along the way? Unwrap the feeling of Christmas in this beautiful novel celebrating friendship, family, and love that lasts a lifetime. And a little comment here from some of the readers that are falling in love with some of Jenny Howe's stories is, I was well and truly gripped an incredibly strong hidden message. I finished the book crying my eyes out. I felt as though the book just walked into my soul. Jenny writes with such ease and authenticity that her words usually stop me in my tracks. She has that edge. With Jenny's other books are brilliant. She has outdone herself with her latest, this is now my favourite book of hers, a soul-hugging, emotional, poignant read that highlights the true magic of Christmas and family. An undeniably joyful yet emotional read that will stay in my heart for a very long time. This is by a customer by the writer Garnet. So this quickly ends, hopefully, a real short brief overview of the top 5 Christmas book reads of 2017 on my sort of things, my opinion. Feel free to comment below some of the books you may have read throughout the year, or even throughout, hopefully, the Christmas period that is actually Christmas related, and if it's worth a read, you know. Suggest some book reads for others maybe who are interested in reading in the comments below. So, all for the do, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Basically, if you're not part of my YouTube family, so that you can keep up to date with what I get up to, as well as fun and games of mini Aspie and whatever else, hopefully. And while you're down there, don't forget on the bottom right hand corner, there should be a little bell that you can click on so you can keep up to date what I get up to as well. But in all further ado, also follow me on my social media sites descripted in the below, so that hopefully in the meantime that you can actually, you know, follow me on those 2 sites, because I might likely pop up now and again there, as well as on some of the actual groups that I'm in on Facebook. So if I'm not around on, you know, New Year's and stuff, I'm bound to be popping up supporting you guys through my comments, suggestions, what have you, so that, you know, you can see that I'm still active while I'm away, even though, you know, I would have liked to have a break, but, you know, Aspie's most likely to be been and gone again. So without further ado, guys, share these videos around. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Do what you love what you do. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon. Ciao for now.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas!